Thursday, October 30th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Tons to talk about. Let's get right into it. Well, there's an out-of-focus Banner Elk web camera from ResortCams.com. I really wanted to show you the temperature up there, 34. Many mountain spots back down into the 30s this morning as a cooler air mass is beginning to settle into the region. Now, yesterday you had some 80s through the Sandhills and a good chunk of South Carolina over toward the coast. Only 58 for a high yesterday in Boone, 70s for places like Raleigh, Greensboro, and Charlotte. We had a cold front moving through. Did see some showers with that front as we went through the afternoon and into the evening hours yesterday. This morning, behind the front in most spots, temperatures down into the 50s and 40s. Again, mountain spots in many locations down into the 30s away from the bigger cities as this cooler air mass continues to settle on in. Now, the radar showing you that rain near the coast associated with that front heading out to sea. Temporarily high pressure taking over. It'll be a day today that features plenty of sun. No rain across the Piedmont, but there's that lingering shower activity, and even a few thunderstorms too near the coast overnight, but that's heading out to sea. And things will be very quiet now for us through today and really I think through tomorrow too, before things ramp up in their interestingness, I suppose, as we get into tomorrow night and into Saturday. All right, here we go with your surface map. High pressure giving us cool sunshine today, no problems whatsoever. Your highs in the 60s in many Piedmont spots this afternoon. Not a bad day at all. Now, as we get into the day tomorrow, really potent piece of upper level energy begins to spawn a surface low over the Great Lakes that will then dive southeast. Now, for most of the day tomorrow, we'll just have some clouds building overhead. I still think the rain probably holds out of the Piedmont zones through at least most of the trick-or-treating time frame, but it could be close. And then certainly tomorrow night, rain in the Piedmont will arrive, and some rain will kick over to snow in the mountains. Now, let's talk about the trick-or-treating forecast very quickly. Again, clouds will be overhead. I'm going to be optimistic and say the rain stays west of the Piedmont through the evening, but again, it could be relatively close. Watch what happens here. Look at the upper level energy. This is an amazingly intense little upper level low that will form and move right overhead through the Carolinas. This is not a typical occurrence at all. If you're familiar with statistics, we're talking a feature that is multiple standard deviations below normal in terms of the height fields across the Carolinas. Really an impressive feature. And the result of the surface is an area of low pressure near the coast that'll then kind of slowly pivot up the North Carolina coast Saturday. And so that puts us in a scenario here across the Piedmont where we'll have very chilly conditions, clouds, and at least a little light rain at times as Saturday unfolds. Now, plenty of snow is going to fall in the mountains, multiple inches. There could be some spots that pick up 5, 6+ inches of snow in some mountain spots. And the air aloft and at the surface at times cold enough that I do think there's a chance we'll see some snowflakes mixing in here across the Piedmont at times late Friday night and into Saturday. The NAM is maybe the most aggressive with that scenario across the Piedmont, as you notice there as Saturday unfolds, rain mixing with snow across the Piedmont zones. And as you might expect, the NAM actually puts some snow on the ground. Now, I seriously doubt we're going to get any snow on the ground across the Piedmont. The ground temperatures are quite warm, and the air temperatures, relatively speaking for snow, will be fairly warm. We'll probably have daytime temperatures in the 40s Saturday. But certainly do not be shocked if across the Piedmont you see some snowflakes mixed in. The big totals there will be in the mountains. Look at places like Gatlinburg and Johnson City. 6, 7, 8 inches of snow, a possibility. Now, here's the European model. It keeps the snow in terms of any accumulations that confined to the mountains. That is probably more realistic. The GFS, though, also does indicate some snow flying across the foothills and into parts of the Piedmont zones. Again, though, I really think any type of snowflakes you see would be more of a novelty than anything else Friday night into Saturday morning. But it's certainly something interesting here for the first day of November. Temperatures, look at these highs Saturday, 40s. It's going to be chilly, and in terms of the entire weekend, Sunday will feel a lot better. We'll have sunshine all day Sunday, highs in the 50s, less wind. I know there's a lot of various outdoor plans this weekend. And, we're not talking a heavy rain washout scenario, but there's certainly going to be a little bit of rain to dodge at times as Saturday unfolds, mixing with some snowflakes. Again, a good possibility in parts of the Piedmont. Okay, really quick in the tropics, no real areas of concern. Still monitoring this tropical wave northeast of the Caribbean. It is yet to become any better defined. All right, that is it for today's edition of the video. Everybody have a wonderful day and weekend. Bundle up, and God bless.